Hi everybody, welcome to a live video with Unity Stamp Company. I'm Whitney Magnuson and I'm so excited to be live with you guys today. It's been a little bit of a minute, but we are celebrating our first annual mega warehouse sale, and so we usually have site-wide deals just twice a year. We decided, you know what, we need to have a little bit of fun in the summer, and so we are doing site-wide deals happening right now alongside a brand new release, and I'm so excited about this new stamp set, and I think a lot of you guys will be too, and so I'm just going to share some simple layered stamping and masking techniques today that you guys can try right away. And if you like these stamp sets, which I think you will, go ahead and snag them while they're on sale. So all the supplies and things that I'm using today are all at a discount. So I'm going to have Nick put it on down to Project Cam and show you what we're working with today. So we're going to do just really simple stamping today and masking. And so we have a brand new stamp set that I'm so excited about. It is called To Me, You Are Perfect. And this sentiment is actually from, what's the Christmas movie I love, babe, but you think it's awful? It's with all, like, there's like all over the world. It just like totally slipped my mind, but it's like from year 2000, and Rick Grimes, he's in there and he's like, to me you're perfect, and he's holding up these little signs. What is it? I'll get it, you guys, if you know the movie I'm talking about. It's like a holiday one.
Yeah,
okay,
put a finger on it.
Sorry, mom brain, it is real. But anyways, this is the stamp set, To Me You Are Perfect, and it comes with 3 solid like silhouette stamps and then 3 of the layers. So they're super duper easy to work with. So here's those solids. You get 3 of the solids, and then these little outlines go right on top of it. And they're meant to be layered abstractly, and so if you like things to be 100% perfect, you might want to grab some acetate for this technique. I just kind of like to wing it because I kind of like the abstract look. So that is what we're working with, this stamp set here. To Me You Are Perfect. It is brand new, and I thought...
Cindy got it. Love Actually.
Yes, Cindy, yes, thank you. Oh my gosh, the amount of
Brenda got it
times
too.
my brain is not working, like, is just insane to me. I don't know why I can't think of things. Yes, Love Actually. That's where the quote is from. Okay, so I'm going to pair this awesome floral with this kind of solid leaf, and it's from the set Patience, and this is actually over 50% off right now, so I thought it was a great time to grab this set. It's actually been a favorite of so many. It's by Lisa Glanz. Absolutely love it. There's a lot of great samples for this, so I'm just going to grab those leaves for today and do that. So we're going to start with these 2 cards, and then this is just a super simple one with very simple watercoloring, using our brand new sentiment kit that I wanted to share with you guys as well. So let's start with these 2 beauties, and just share with you some super fun masking techniques for layered stamping. Alright, so we're going to start with this white card, and so for this one, I am going to start with my die cut layers. So this is using my scallop and rectangle nesting die set. So this is from Unity. It has 4 little nesting dies in here, tiny little scallops, and then stitched around the edges. It's a favorite. I use it like every single time I create. So I just have all my panels die cut here ready to go, and then just a black sheet of cardstock here, a little scrap that we're going to emboss our sentiment on. Alright, so we're going to grab this little inner part. This is what we're going to stamp our florals on with our Misty. I have some stuff on the back. We made a mistake, but I'm like, I'm not letting that good paper go to waste because this is my favorite paper. Okay, so I like to use just a little bit of Post-it tape for like holding my die cuts in place or little things in the Misty. You can use Post-it tape or pixie tape. I use both pretty much interchangeably. Alright, so I'm just kind of putting that in place right now. And the first thing that we're going to need to do, and I already did it, is I grabbed my Gina K Masking Magic. This is in our shop, and what it is masking paper, and it comes in 5x7 sheets, so like this. And then it has like a little crease to get the backing off. But what I did is I just went ahead and I stamped all of my solid outlines on my masking paper, or all the solids here. So I would have a mask. I don't know if I'll end up using all 3 of them, but I just have them cut out, ready to go for our masking, just so you guys wouldn't have to watch me fussy cut, but it was pretty easy to fussy cut. So we have all of our masks already created with our masking magic. That is the first step that we need to do. And now we can start stamping. So I'm going to start stamping with our solid silhouette stamps, and I'm going to start with the biggest one kind of in the center here. So we're going to go something like this, and I'm just leaving a little bit of room on each side so we can add another floral and then some leaves around it too. Alright, so for this one, I am going to grab my medium carnation color. So this is actually comes in a trio. These are very limited stock right now, but I'm going to use medium carnation, and you get dark, medium, and light. I love it for all of our layering stencils and stuff too. So, oh, Sue is asking about postage on cards. She doesn't know if she puts enough on them.
She asked if we got the card she sent.
I'll have to look. Wait, it was that amazing shaker, wasn't it? That was Sue's. I should grab it from my office.
I'll go grab it.
Okay. Yes, I got a card last week, and I've been meaning to share it that I got it. It's on my desk right now, and I believe it is yours, Sue. It is absolutely gorgeous. All right, so there is our solid here. So now I'm going to go ahead and take the mask for our big one. Is that from Sue?
Yes.
Oh, it is. Okay, so look at this card that Sue Wazinski made and sent us. It is an infinity shaker, and she's using our pattern paper pack Pink Lemonade, and this is Thoughts of You Die, and I just love this.
I love the tiny, tiny little shaker spot. It's like sand.
I know. So yeah, she sent this amazing card. She used our dies and an awesome handmade by stamp that Nick made from Magnus and Custom Stamps. So thank you so much, Sue. I have been hoarding this on my desk, and it's going to go with all the cards that get sent to me. I always keep them. I actually have like giant totes of cards that people have sent, because I can't part with them. Alright, so I'm just going to take this. This is our mask that we made from our Gina K Masking Magic, and I'm just going to put it over the top of our big one here. And now we can grab our next floral. I'm going to grab this one and put it over here. And I'm going to use the same color, medium carnation. And stamp that down. And this masking paper is very thin, but I like to just kind of put a little bit of extra pressure where it's like, where the seam is, like the edge, because even though it is very thin, you just need to like make sure you get it all. Alright, so we got that one, and now I'm just going to grab my next one. I want to use all 3 of these, because I just think they're kind of fun. Okay, so we're going to put that one like there. Perfect. Use the same color, our medium carnation. Get that all stamped out. Alright, while we have our mask, this on there, make sure I have it right, and I think I do. I'm pretty sure I do. Alright. So we got our 2 outlines that I'm just kind of putting there. If you want to make sure if it's like 100% perfect, you can certainly do that. You can grab like a little piece of acetate and put it over the top and stamp. Alright, I'm just going to use a black ink for our outline because I want it to be pretty, pretty bold. Alright, I love it. Okay, so since I have my other masks, or my mask on there in the center, I'm going to put my other ones over the top of this. and we're going to stamp some leaves around. So here's this mask, put that over, and then we have this little buddy here.
Stampin' Teacher on YouTube says, thanks for making rubber stamps still. So many companies have switched to clear and none stamp as well as rubber.
Yeah, there's actually been a huge issue with getting the materials to continue to manufacture red rubber stamps, but Nick has been like working so hard to figure out how we're going to keep doing it, and he has figured it out, so we will keep on keeping on. We may be the last one standing, but that's okay. If we can figure it out, we're going to do it. All right, so I am going to add some pretty leaves because I just thought, oh, this would be really fun with some greenery around it. So I'm going to grab Patience, and this is a part of our site-wide sale right now. And I'm using like the solid little silhouette stamp here. So I'm just going to kind of position where I want it, and then I'm going to grab Light Spruce. And this is, again, one that comes in a trio. You get light, dark, and medium spruce. I just really love this green trio. All right, so we're just going to ink this up with our light spruce. I just think that's so pretty. All right. Now we can go ahead, we're going to reposition this because I kind of want leaves like all around it. And then we'll do some up at the top too. So it's like a bouquet. All right.
I'm so excited to see this mask reveal.
Yeah, it's so fun to show things like that. I love the mask reveals. Not like Scooby-Doo, but like this. Darn kids. It was always the first person you saw on Scooby-Doo as well.
It really was.
Like, without fail. Okay, so I'm just going to do a little bit right up over here. Thing was in the way. All right, we'll just do a little bit right up here, and then I'm happy with our leaves. All right, so we got that all good to go, so we can go ahead and peel off our mask here. And this mask. And you can reuse these, and I am going to reuse it, so stay tuned. All right, and then I'm just going to grab down here. Try not to smudge anything.
Hi, Linda.
All right, there's that mask reveal. I'm just going to set my masks aside, and now we can take our largest outline and put that right in the center here and stamp that out with some black. Perfect. I love how this is looking. So much fun. So I have like a little bit of an ink smear on there, but that's okay. I'm just gonna grab my sand eraser. If you get like ink or whatever on your card, you can just take your sand eraser and lightly kind of go over where the little splotches and fix it. All right. So I'm loving how this one is turning out. So much fun. So let's do a Embossed Sentiment with this one. So I'm loving this month's sentiment kit. If you don't have any of our sentiment kits, they are all $19.99, which is a huge value, but it comes with like a focal image and then a bunch of sentiments that like have all the right words to say for both inside and outside of your card. So I love these banner sentiments, so I am going to grab one of these banners and use them. And we're going to do Happy Birthday because that seems to be one that I use quite a bit. All right, so I'm just going to take my little embossing buddy and get that all good to go. Cut down on some static. And I have my embossing ink. And we are just going to go ahead and stamp right down on this. Perfect. And then we will grab some gold embossing powder. This is Nuvo gold embossing powder. It's in our shop if you're looking for like a very nice embossing. It embosses so smoothly, you will see. All right. So there that is. We'll grab our heat tool and just warm it up for just a little second. And then we will emboss. So I love the way that this looks. It looks so, so pretty. And these banners cut out very nicely too. You can just cut straight. Uh-oh, is somebody having issues viewing the video? So we're live on both Facebook and YouTube. So if you're having troubles with one, you can hop on the other. Just a little tip. All right, so that is gonna look so pretty. Let's add some splatters because if in doubt, it needs some splatters. I'm grabbing this little watercolor set I have here. This is in our shop. I don't really watercolor with these. I mostly use these for splatters. I love using it for adding different details like that. So we're going to use a little bit of the gold. You can tell I've really liked the gold. A little bit of water. And then a brush. And then we'll just go ahead and splatter right on top some gold detailing. It'll kind of pull in that gold sentiment that we just did. We'll just speed dry this. Perfect. Okay, so for assembling this card, I am using the scallop and stitched die cutting set. And we're just going to put this on the little scallop there with some foam tape. Feast your eyes on this month's card kit. It's lemon themed. And we do still have some available for new signups if you want to join us. I'm pretty biased. I like the kit because it is one that I curate each month, and it's just a lot of fun putting it all together for you guys. So if you want to get like something kind of themed to your doorstep each month, you could check out this membership kit on the back here. Squeeze the day. All right. And just pop this up over our die cut panel here. Whenever I do white on white, I like to pop it up just for a little bit of dimension. And then we will go ahead and put our happy birthday right on top here. I'm going to pop this up again. Probably not 100% necessary, but I like to. So I'm gonna. All right, happy birthday. We are just gonna kind of line up the edge with that. And then finishing touch on this one, we need some like gold embellishments. So I'm gonna grab our Nuvo Dream Drops. This is in the color Gold Luxe. It almost dries like pearlescent looking. I absolutely love this. We have like all the colors for the Dream Drops. So if you love them, you should get them while they're 10% off. All right. So once this dries, this is what those drops look like, almost like golden pearls sitting on top there. I love the combination of the two stamps, our greenery that we put in with Patience, and then our new layering stamp set, which is called To Me, You Are Perfect. So I'm going to show you one other way that you can use this set to get a unique look with layering. I'm going to set these aside so I don't ruin my Nuvo drops. I'm trying to remember which one I just did, and I think it was this one. Okay, so the next one here, I wanted to share with you a way that you could get kind of the same look, but change it up with some die cutting. So we're going to grab our, we have an awesome nesting die set. This is just a couple of them, but it comes like a ton of them. This one is called the, what is it called? Oh my gosh, you guys.
Don't ask me.
Can you look on the website, please? It is called, it's like the like little scalloped one and a little stitched one. So I'm using the biggest stitched one, and I cut out this little heart that we're going to stamp on with our To Me, You Are Perfect layering stamp set. So we're going to just grab this largest one here.
Dashes and frills.
Yes, Dashes and Frills die set is what I am using. We have a double stitch die or heart set as well. Alright, so for this one I am just going to be using a block. And just because it's pretty limited quantities on the first color combo I did, I'm going to grab a different color combo so you guys can see that too. So for this one we're going to use Dusty Rose. I love this rose color. It is so pretty. We'll stamp that down. Gotta just see what I'm doing here. My next card is gone. Do you see it, babe? Oh, I found. Okay. So I'm just going to stamp this kind of like off center on this heart, like so. Perfect. Then I'm going to just take this off. We're going to put the outline on while we have it right in front of us. And we're just going to use our block again. I just want to show you guys like how easy it is. You don't have to use your MISTI either for these layering stamps. All right. Go ahead and stamp that right over the top. Perfect. So then we're going to grab our mask that we made for our first card. I had a mask for the big one here. And like I said, these are reusable, so you can just keep them with the set, you know, until they kind of lose stick or whatever. So we're just going to put that over the top, and then we're going to stamp our leaves around it. So I'm just going to grab that same leaf stamp from Patience that we used for our first card, but we're going to try a different color. We're going to do Apple Mint, and this is just such a pretty light green color, so Apple Mint. And stamp this up and add some greenery around. All right. Perfect. So now we can peel off this mask and reveal our layered action here. How fun is that? Alright, so this I thought would be really fun, kind of partially cut on our card base here. So I'm just going to grab a little bit of Post-it tape, and I'm just going to position this where I want it on my card. And then we're just going to cut off that extra, so it's kind of offset a little bit. Perfect. All right, this is all good to go. We're going to pop this up on our card base here. This one I'm going gonna save. We're gonna do another little panel from that sentiment kit, so we're gonna use this in a second. Put you there. All right. So I would love to know if you guys have had a chance to shop the warehouse sale. What sets did you like have to have? I would love to know. Just so we can keep bringing you some sets like that. I am currently loving this new release. I'm using this brand new set. To Me, You Are Perfect. That just came out. We have 2 brand new Winnie the Pooh sets. One of them is holiday themed, which I think is so, so sweet. Perfect for people that like to start making their cards early. I call this early because it's like July, but I know that's probably normal.
That's my guess. I think most people like the holiday Winnie the Pooh one the best.
Yeah. It has definitely been a bestseller for sure.
How long is the sale going on?
So this sale will go through Monday the 25th. So you have till midnight, Monday the 25th, to get your order in. All right, so we're going to stamp a little banner sentiment again from the sentiment kit. I love this one. It says, "You are so sweet," and it is from our awesome set. Here it is. So kind, so caring, so you. All right, so again, with our embossing, I just kind of want to go through and cut down on some static here. And we're going to grab our embossing ink and stamp that down on our little scrap sheet of paper. And then I love the gold with it, so we'll use our Nuvo Gold embossing powder again. And just like this. I know, I'm doing it over the embossing powder. It's in your bone, it's gonna be okay. All right. Okay, we all lived. I saw this, it was on Instagram, this girl, she is like a body positivity, kind of like speaker, influencer, and somebody said to her, like, "You're one Twinkie away from death," and she like turns around and she's like, "This is my second Twinkie," and she like eats the whole thing, and then afterwards she's like, checking her pulse.
And she was okay.
She made it, you guys. Spoiler alert. All right, so we're gonna just kind of position this right here. I want this to be flat, so I'm gonna use my liquid glue Ultra Bond adhesive. This is in our shop. Mine got left open or something, but it is an awesome glue, you guys. Just don't leave it open. Okay.
You want help?
Nope, I got it. All right. You are so sweet, it says. And I want that kind of just like lined up there. I'm just gonna take like a little bit of this here and put it on the end of our sentiment. So it's like all the same layer.
Cindy's favorite is the new sassy girl.
Oh yeah, she is awesome. So yeah, if you love to send funny cards, you totally have to check out the new sassy girl. We're hoping to have a like whole lineup of them. All right, so there it is. I want to tie in the same kind of like gold sparkle. So we're gonna grab our little splatter set and we're gonna just make some more splatters on here because I want to. I just have to find, there we go. And we'll just add some splatters right over the top. If in doubt, splatter it out. All right. And we're gonna just finish this off with some Gold Luxe drops again because I think it's pretty and it's fun. All right. So this one I thought would be really fun, just on like craft on craft. So we're gonna end up putting this on there, but when it's all said and done, all dry, this is what it looks like. This is the different color combo, so you can kind of see the difference, but I love how these cards turn out. Just super simple masking and layering techniques. I'm going to show you how you can do a fun layered look with our sentiment set as well, with just some super easy watercoloring. Trust me, you can do this watercoloring. So here is the card, and this is inspired by a blog post that Lisa Arana did. If you want to see her cards that she created, she made 3 of them up on the blog, and you can check out all the details and stuff on her cards and how she assembled them, because it's a little bit different than mine, over on that blog on our website. So here's the card. So for this one, we are going to be using some watercolor paper and some craft paper to put that on. And the set that we're using is the So Kind, So Caring, So You. We use those sentiments for our cards, but I had to pull out this floral because it's absolutely gorgeous. So I'm going to show you how you can do just super simple and easy masking with this set. So I'm going to grab this here. Here's the stamp. And I'm going to put this in my Misty just because watercolor paper has a little bit of a texture to it, and sometimes it takes a couple passes to get really good inky coverage. So let's grab our little, clean this out so there's no mishaps. Okay, so here is our watercolor paper panel. I'm just going to kind of situate it over to the edge here, just because our stamping is going to happen over here on the left side. All right, so holding that in place with a little bit of Post-it tape, and we're going to grab this mixed media kind of vintagey image, and we're just going to start by stamping it like so. Oh, there's a bug here. Little buddy, come here. I have to dispose of him. 1 second. Well, I'm gonna let him go over here. All right, so we're going to stamp this out in black. So I'm using my Blackout Detail ink, and we're just going to stamp this image.
I'm excited to see this one. I haven't seen it stamped yet.
Yeah, it's very, very pretty. All right, so there it is. Okay, so now for our mask. So all I did is I stamped this on our Gina K Masking Magic, and for this part, I really don't need it all cut out. I just need the top half and the bottom half. And I didn't go super close to it because this is like a mixed media style image. It's kind of easy to kind of create a kind of messy mask and be able to make it seem like a little border on the side. So I just have these 2 areas all kind of covered. We don't need to cut that out, doesn't matter. All right, so we're going to stamp a little up at the top here. So we have like a little border there, and then down at the bottom. I'm just going to shift this so I have room for our stamping on the bottom here. All right. So we'll do something like that. And this is just going to kind of create a border on the edge, kind of a different look using one stamp, which I love getting unique looks from stamp sets. Okay, so now when we peel this off, like right now it looks a little scary, but when we peel it off, it's going to be like a flawless border of florals. Isn't that awesome? And because this is so mixed media, you really don't need to spend all that time getting every nook and cranny. You can just kind of cut around the places that you need masked. All right, so for this, we're just gonna do some watercoloring. I'm gonna grab my Caron markers just in 2 colors here. I'm using a pink and a green. And we are going to apply it by kind of scribbling some pigment down on a block and then putting it on our paper. So we'll start with the florals first, just this bright pink. And I'm using a water brush and just a little bit of water to blend it. I don't keep water in mine just because I'm a very heavy-handed person. Okay, so I'm just adding a little bit of water, and because this is so mixed media-ish, I am not going to take like a lot of time like blending or anything like that. I'm simply just placing the color down quickly because I want to kind of keep that vintage mixed media vibe like throughout. And we're just putting all of our flowers will be this pretty pink. And you can repeat too if you want to add like another layer. You can certainly do so. Make sure I got all my florals. I think I did. Okay, so we'll clean this off and we're going to go in with that green. First, I'm just going to take my heat tool and like quickly do a little bit of drying on this when I go in with layers for watercoloring. You don't want it to kind of mesh into each other and bleed. Just dry it in layers. All right, so now we'll apply our green. So same process here. I'm just kind of placing it down on this acrylic block. Then I'll take my brush with water and we are going to add green to our leaves here. And I'm just kind of dabbing it over the top of those solid leafy areas and in between the florals. Until you're happy with it. All right, so then I'm going to take the actual marker and I wanted to make it darker on like where that solid stamping is. So I'm just going to kind of lay down some pigment on top to brighten it. All right, then I'm going to take my brush with just water on it and I'm going to go kind of around the edges here so we don't have such a harsh line and just pull that green out a little bit so it almost looks like a silhouette or something. So it just gives it kind of a different look. And you can add, you know, over the dots where you want it to be darker. Just is a very like loose watercolor vibe. And we'll speed dry this and add our sentiment.
Debbie says you always make this look so easy.
This one is easy. You can totally do this. So the sentiment that I wanted to use is so caring, so kind, so you. It's what the set is named after, and I love it. I think it is so, so pretty. So we're going to stamp that on there. Clean up our Misty. With these banner stamps, and if I'm doing them in black, I like to use the Misty. Grab our Post-it tape and put that in there so we get it nice and straight. It might look kind of cute, a little, oh no, I'll do it straightish. Okay, so I'm gonna grab my VersaFine Clair. This is actually my favorite black ink for sentiments. you can just get such great coverage. And it is watercolor friendly, so this would have been great for stamping our florals too. Like, how pretty is this and easy? It's like a 5-minute card and you really wouldn't know it. So finishing touches for this one, I just added some flat back sequins here. I think these might be our Cinderella sequins. We have a variety of sequins in the shop, but I love the little bit of sparkle that it gives. It's just so much fun. I am loving these layering techniques and masking. It just really makes it so you can create a bunch of different looks. So if you missed it, the cards that were created at the beginning of the video were these, using a brand new stamp set called To Me You Are Perfect. We even grabbed a throwback stamp set for that greenery around there. It is called Patience. And this, it features our brand new sentiment kit. Keep in mind that all the products that I use today are on sale during our site-wide sale. Obviously, it excludes past and present memberships. Those are always separate, but all of our retail sets are going to have a discount, and you can shop and grab all of your favorite things. Check those wish lists, because I'm sure that something that you have on your wish list is going to be on sale, and you're going to want it in your life. So yeah, that's all I wanted to share with you guys today. I'm hoping to be live again tomorrow, 2:30 Central Standard Time, with something else. So join me tomorrow, 2:30 Central Standard Time, right here on Facebook or on our Unity Stamp Company YouTube page. And in the meantime, happy shopping. Bye, everybody.